How is it going, Toons of the World? It is your pal Mega Snoop bringing you another Toontastic video. And in today's video, I wanted to give you a brief overview of the Cog Golf courses in BossBot HQ. Now, since I just did a CEO video, I felt it appropriate to give you an idea of what you have to do in order to get your stock options, or for some of you, getting your BossBot suit in general. You're gonna have to do these courses in order to get those options or those version 2.0 cogs for your suit. So I figured I'd make a nice strategic walkthrough, that way everybody can get through in one piece and good times will be had by all, mostly. So without further ado, here we go. The first thing you're going to need to know is the fact that there's 3 different courses you can go on. The front 3, the middle 6, and the back 9. And these numbers represent how many quote-unquote holes that you will be facing in this course. A hole is basically everything you need to go to from the beginning to the next cart in order to prepare yourself for the next hole. And I'll explain everything that goes into that in a bit. Keep in mind, however, that for every hole there is 2 cog battles. So you can know that in the front 3, there's 6 cog battles. In the middle 6, there's 12. And in the back 9, there's 18 cog battles. Also, the GAG XP is different for each hole. For the front 3, you're going to get a ×4 GAG XP. For the middle 6, you get a ×5. And in the back 9, you get a ×6 GAG XP. The GAG XP stays constant no matter which battle you're in on which hole. Alright, now let's take a walkthrough of what happens in the Cog Golf course. When you first start, you run out and you have to complete the first minigame, the Mole Stomp. The objective of this game is to stomp on the red moles and to not touch the brown ones. If you touch a brown one, it's going to send you flying in midair, consequently making you land on another hole that may or may not have another mole on it. Now the basic strategy, which will make everybody love you, is to stick to one corner. There are 36 different holes that the moles can come out of, and for 4 toons it means each toon covers 9 holes. So at the beginning, each toon goes to a corner to say that this corner is their corner, whether it's top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Stick to your corner. You don't need to go into someone else's corner. They're gonna take care of their own moles. Just focus on your 9 holes in front of you. If we all do this, we all get through it easily and we can get on to the next round really quickly. Once the mole stomp is completed, you'll move on to the maze game. In the front 3, you're gonna hit the maze game right away, but in the middle 6 and the back 9, on the first hole, there won't be a maze game right away. Instead, there will be the fairway, which is just a long stretch of running you have to do to get to the first battle. You will see the fairway in the front 3 during the second hole. But no, in the middle 6 and the back 9, besides the first hole, every other hole will have the maze game. Now for the maze game, depending on the length, you will have a timer and you must run through the maze. And depending on which course you're in, the mazes could be a bit longer. In the front 3, there's only 1 maze. In the middle 6, there could be 2 mazes connected. And in the back 9, there could be up to 3 mazes connected. I'm going to show you a few screenshots of the few different maze entrances and which way to go when you see these entrances. For the first couple, when you approach the maze, you will see a wall in front of you. The only possible choices are to go left or right. If you look at the wall in front of you, if there are vines on the wall, you go left. If there are not vines on the wall, you go right. For this next one, it's pretty self-explanatory and it's really difficult to get lost in this maze. As you can see, the only place you can go at the very beginning is right. Once you go right, you kind of go through a couple turns that you have to go through, and then you have the ultimate decision of going left or right once again. At this point, you go left. And then this last one, you can see there are 4 different ways to go. The way to get through this maze is to go straight into the middle and then take a right. And just in case you get lost, by pressing the tab key while you're in the maze, you can actually see a partial overhead view of the maze. So maybe you took a wrong turn, you don't know which way to go, you can simply hit tab a few times to be able to see where you are and where you need to get going. It's a little helpful. It might not give you a complete overview of the entire maze, but at least you won't be completely lost. After this, you've reached the first battle. The first battle will always consist of 4 level 10s, 1 being a version 2.0 cog. Now this is a really simple strat. 1 fog and 3 trunks will take them all out, leaving the 1 singular 2.0 version cog left. Now this is important. If you need a tune-up, use sound first until there's the 1 version 2.0 cog left, and then use tune-up. That way you've done most of the hard work first. Using tune-up the first round can slow you down a bit and it's not as efficient. Of course, you can really just do whatever the heck you want, but I'm trying to give you my advice. After the 4 cogs are defeated, you're left with the version 2.0. It's a pretty simple battle. You can really do whatever you want. If you want to tune up, if you want to throw cupcakes for the next 6 rounds, just as long as the cog is defeated and everybody's alive. It's rather simple. Most people will go with a lure and throw though. After this, you will come to the Cog Golf Game. Now this one can be a little bit tricky and takes a lot of practice. The goal of the game is to remove the black cog ball or the cog balls from the board. And in order to do that, you need to remove the regular balls from around it. You do this by grouping 3 or more of the same color together. It's pretty self-explanatory, but a few of the puzzles may take some practice in order to get them. There are a couple special balls that may or may not help you out during these puzzles. One of them being the explosive ball, which basically blows up whichever other ball you fired at. Best thing you can do with the explosive ball is to fire it straight at the cog ball, blow it up, and be solved with the puzzle. The second one is the rainbow ball, also known as the wild card ball. Just think of it as any color. So if you see a group of red, throw it and it'll take out all the red. See a group of blue, throw it, takes out all the blue. And if it touches 2 colors at the same time, it can take out both colors at the same time. Another thing to know is that there aren't any restocks in the Cog golf courses. You get gags back by completing puzzles in the Cog golf course. Now you don't necessarily choose which ones you get back, but it is rather handy because a majority of the time you will get your sounds, your lures, your throws back, which definitely do help in the later rounds. After the Cog golf game is done, typically people will call out how many fogs they have. Whoever has the most fogs will generally be the people who use the fogs in the next Cog round. Now comes the final Cog round. The final Cog round will consist of 4 level 11 cogs, 2 of them being version 2.0s. In order to take these out, you have 2 people fog and 2 people either use trunk or awuga. Preferably the people who have the most fogs will be the ones using fog. After the initial cogs are destroyed, you'll be left with 2 version 2.0 cogs. Now the strat here is that the Toontoons on the left will use a storm cloud on the cog on the left, and the 2 tunes on the right will use storm clouds on the cog on the right. This will take out both cogs and be done with this round. After that round is finished, you will all hop on the golf cart and move on to the next hole. These holes repeat for as many holes as there are in the Cog golf course. Like I said before, the front 3 with 3, middle 6 with 6, and the back 9 with 9. Note that on the last hole of every Cog golf course, the last battle is slightly different. Instead of there being 2 version 2.0 cogs, there will be 3. And the strat here is similar but slightly different. Basically, because it's the last round, you can go all out if you'd like and have everybody just use fogs as much as you want. But generally what you want to do is 2 fog to awuga / trunk, and then repeat 2 fog and then 2 awuga / trunk. It's just the basic strat. Again, I can't really tell you what to do. You make your own choices. It's your life, bud. And the last thing is not a huge thing, but it's helpful for some of you who are trying to work your boss spot suits, is the options you will get for each one. The front 3 will give you 764 options, the middle 6 will give you 1,874, and the back 9 will give you 3,350. So if that's all you came here for, I'm sorry to make you wait till the end of the video to learn that information, but I really do hope you learned something new from the rest of the video. Thank you all for watching, my name is Mega Snoop, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to smash that like button. It helps me know that my work is appreciated. Leave a comment and subscribe if you're new. You can check out my live stream at twitch.tv/Megasnoop. Follow me on Twitter at MegasnoopTTR, and I hope y'all have a toontastic day.